Welcome to part 4. How would they swap? Every single train car has its own separate engine, right? Remember what she said? Like, if this thing is climbing a hill, every train and rail car has the ability to propel itself. Could have car 1 and car 5. I'm just trying to think of how you would do it based on these tracks. You'd have to move 2 cars in for each other, but I think we fell asleep in one, we're moved to the other, but the door only opened once. I'm on some sort of swap theory here. Because that could be...
Commit suicide after the crime would mean... After killing the other 4, the culprit killed themselves, right? Is that really the right answer?
The Mystery Labyrinth's roots represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, then it's the only possibility. I think the only option left is the culprit off themselves. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
I'm sussing out 3 people right here. I need more clues. But logic dictates Zilch was the last one dead, and you couldn't kill yourself unless you knew the other 5 were dead.
What's going on here?
This is part of the mystery materializing. You just need to solve it.
Don't push me down.
Come on, Master! Concentrate! Come on, concentrate! Concentrate!
Who was the last person to die during the incident? Zilch.
This way! If the culprit committed suicide after the crime, then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Right, because they would be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already. Nice work! Come on, let's try again!
Who set fire to the dead culprit? The culprit.
Of course, the person who started the fires must be the culprit.
Well, 5 burned to death, so the culprit who died last totally burned themselves. Come on, let's try again!
Who was the last person to be burned to death? Zilch.
The one who burned the other 4, then set themselves on fire, is Zilch!
Bingo! You did it, Master! But you know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't we discover his body first?
According to the Peacekeepers, the victims all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet. If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that. Although, everyone else we found after him had already died from burns.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses. Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
Waking me up.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit. But he committed suicide, huh?
The door!
I have a feeling that shit is gonna go south in later cases.
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah.
Goal.
Is that the end of it?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought. What's wrong, Master?
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
It does? You think so?
We have the lock, which is unexplained. We have the plate on the train, which is unexplained.
Ah! What's going on? The conclusion? Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people dying. Well, I hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You've already affected my judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
Use your sword. Demolish it.
So it was fake! It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail!
You should have just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
Reasoning deathmatch.
I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
Many phantoms sometimes throw out noise, just like Danganronpa. They'll distract your vision and on the way, so the master's solution bait to cut them down.
Are you gonna
The more noise
remember
destroyed, the bigger the bonus you
this?
get later, so when it pops up in front of you, be aggressive and
Sure hope
attack.
you got all that
The bonus for
down.
destroying noise is based on the maximum you destroy in one cycle. Basically, there's a cap to how much you can get.
The culprit must be Zilch. Reason is obvious. Zilch. Is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the 4 passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
This is the truth! No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat. Fine, I'll answer you. I was a knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
I wanted to destroy the noise, not to...
Say,
I was a knife stuck in the body. Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Oh, okay, okay.
His plan was to fall unconscious. He would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
Zilch's death could have been delayed.
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different. To me, it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no reason to do that. If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So, you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master? Huh? Wait!
Life was good.
What's going on?
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mist. This is my super cute special weapon. See, if you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long. You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Got it. I'll hurry.
A cushion.
Huh? This cushion. Was it always there? Also, it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it. It was made by something sharp. What did this? Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may have seen it, but forgotten. That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But it is in your memory, so you can use it as a clue.
You can do that? You're incredible, Shinigami.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
This blanket is mostly burned, but some parts near the knife are unscathed. It doesn't look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be?
The knife isn't burned and a blanket is fine.
Oh, I guess the pain is starting to go away too.
Looks like time's up. Well, did you find anything?
Yeah, I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery. Well, if you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
It's for when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master!
Is it a pop? Oh wait. Oh! Bikini episode time or pop-up pirate time? One of the two.
We're gonna expose
The Shinigami puzzle is one of my secret techniques to uncover the hidden truth. The truth is hiding somewhere in the letters on the side of the barrel containing yours truly. Read the question, then knock the letters in the right order. Make a mistake, and the time limit will be reduced. If you knock the letters out in the right order, I'll be imbued with the power of truth and unleash a special move that will open up the path. By the way, if you feed me solution keys while you're in the barrel, I'll give you whatever hint comes to mind. Grab the key and bring it to my mouth. But there's some solution keys you can't get hits from. If I eat one of those, the time limit will be reduced. I think that Zilch's death was actually a red herring. It's Spike Chunsoft. I'm not even surprised anymore.
That's right. When I saw Zilch
And I love
through
him
the
for
window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest. But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed. That's why the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us. It's a new solution key.
If it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us. That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeeper's report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Which means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now. Let's hurry back!
What's wrong?
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
Some guide you are. Besides, you're not even walking.
I despise effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way. Oh, I know! I have a convenient transportation method, thanks to my awesomeness. It lets us go anywhere you've been before. Now is the perfect time to use it.
What?
See? Super.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
My lifespan? Again?
So we passed through how did the culprit pull it off junction and have taken the played dead turn again. Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. We're gonna expose the truth together!
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself. A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want,
Something's
Master.
really weird. Something really is weird. Zilch's body wasn't where it was. Is Zilch still alive? Because the corpse did move, which is my initial thought, which means how did Zilch kill himself ahead of us? Don't tell me the... Wait. The car swapped. Zilch didn't need to go by us. He just somehow swapped the anchorment of both cars. I don't get how he did it though. Like, car 1 would have to detach first.
Well, maybe later. We opened the Play Dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
Ah! The ground! It's falling apart!
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Ah!
Master, you better concentrate!
Yeah, as you choke me the fuck out. Was what Yuma saw through the window actually Zilch? It had to be.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with a knife through the cushion. That was definitely...
Definitely the real Zilch.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
Zilch swapped places with the corpse in the infirmary before Yuma entered, after Yuma entered. No! What? How was it before? Zilch swapped places with the corpse in the infirmary. How could it be before?
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
That's bogus.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If
On
he
top.
needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place makes sense.
That place is suspicious. Better search every nook and cranny. Master doesn't make mistakes. Right? Right? Right?
Oops.
The burnt corpse, wasn't it?
No way.
Here,
It'd have to be like either shared with him.
that's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there! Hey! Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet. Hurry, let's speed it up.
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket? So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Something's bothering me about the final room.
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he
No
get the
denial
corpse he
there.
was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well... Ah! Again?
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
I will not!
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master. This could be the clincher!
When the partner assist is activated, Mystery Phantom statement won't inflict any damage. You need to take a closer look at what they're saying.
I won't let you pass! Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse.
Master?
In that case,
I won't let
You pass! Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible!
to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
but
Well,
Oh, I got the wrong corpse number. I'm an idiot.
I won't let you pass. Enough of your nonsense.
you think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse.
Would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
There we go.
this is the truth.
You knew I had it right. I just had the name wrong.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you find the
You've never
truth?
seen me play Danganronpa. But Phoenix Wright follows suit.
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The mystery labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green. I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
Why would it Subway now? Oh, okay.
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, Leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
You said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to Car 5 after Car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from Car 1 to Car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right. If he surpassed us, then when did that happen? Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
You didn't have to move through the train.
If he'd gone outside the train instead of through it, he could have passed us.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible!
Ah! Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill him until there's only a sorry slab of flesh left!
I'm still on my theory that the train disjointed and reconnected. Reasoning deathmatch.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
This is the truth! No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in Car 2 and Car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Huh.
Come on.
No.
Forget the shaking. In the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Flash through this mystery.
Buddy, 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 buddy.
blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
The main control system failed, it'll switch to the backup system after 1 second.
The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Hey! He ran away! A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom kill that mystery thing!
Hey!
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case... I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
You never get used to that, man.
So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing, the blackout, the train shaking. Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook? I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out! Let's work together as a team! Nice! Go, go, go!
Oh, detached. There we go.
Go, go, go!
Hey.
That's right! You can do it! That's right! Nice!
What if there was no car 5 to
Could
begin
it be
with?
that the first
And it was just
car
4
was
cars.
separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now.
And the bed and everything that is simply alike was tossed over to make it not look like the same room. It was sprayed all over to get rid of any consistencies, and the car 1 button was absolutely incinerated in order to not prove it was the same car.
Master, I don't really get it.
I got it.
What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went
They
out
couldn't
for a
get into
moment
car
and
5 to
came
begin
back
with.
on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express.
I will say I was clicking in earlier than you on the movement happening, but I was under the assumption that there was more than one car. The 5 cars to begin with. So I'll say for now, for sakes, I was closer by default. That there was some train funny business. No, it couldn't have been over the train because it's airtight. But I know you know that.
As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Watch out! Ah! There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
We need to resolve the mystery.
Given that the first car was cut off, so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Lay it all out, Master!
All this.
Try to solve it lickety-split! Nice! Great! Go, go, go!
You know what's funny about this character is like, she's so goofy that you see her in this getup and you're like, meh, Tuesday.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense.
Cool.
Shut up! The first car is at the front of the train. Apex's corpse was in the 5th car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
We need the rail map.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. How could you swap the position of the 1st and 5th cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity!
Master, here he comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing, because they're all wrong from the very beginning! So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around. This is the truth.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating. After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single train
feels
car
wrong
to
about
function
that.
on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up!
No! That's
There's a hole.
crazy!
Huh? What?
Because you'd have to go
Using
through.
your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Avex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
We're going to see a lot of bikini her because they're just doing this as a fill in the blank exercise.
Let's work together as a team. Great!
At least change the bikini every now and then. They're just changing the pose.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So, there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead before?
We never could
That's
get in
why
the fifth.
Melanie said the fifth car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can access the fifth car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
So, it wasn't broken. The fourth car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real fifth car was left behind at the station when we departed, so the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed
It
it.
makes sense as to why the maps would be prepared as so.
So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1. If there was another car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary would be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher.
It was out.
The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right, Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit. That was a pretty solid deduction.
So is Zilch
Very
even dead?
impressive.
My question.
Of me foreseeing your potential.
Because if this plot did happen the way it was, he would be
Doesn't
waiting
feel like I'm
in the
learning this
back
stuff.
car.
More like I'm remembering it. Maybe
Or
I was
hiding
even a
somewhere.
high-ranking detective in the WDO.
He didn't have to die.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right.
So is Zilch alive becomes a question that I really need answered. Even though I know he said played dead.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
There's... I wouldn't be surprised if they did a punishment time sequence.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
Oh, it's already banging, man.
Can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
barriers. What? That's not the most efficient. Y'all. God, Shinigami.
Shinigami's tutorial.
To overcome the last stand of the Phantom, tear through all obstacles with Mega Size God. Great Onset Destroyer. Me.
Let's do this, Master. Oh, oh. No one can stop me. What?
I won't let you have the truth.
I see. Racket to Ducklet.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I pressed B to jump.
Easy peasy. Watch out.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check. Come on, hurry up and decide. Use the solution
No evidence
key
they ever
to
swapped.
smash through the wall, Master.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
No! There are traces of a swap! The warped plate from Car 5! The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I go.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it!
You have to hold it.
Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned! But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Blood.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remembered. It's my blood!
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case!
I like to think I clued in pretty fast.